Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is having an awesome and fantastic day. In this video, I want to talk about the saddest part about Fallout 76, or for me at least. This has nothing to do with the game itself or the content that's held within it. This has more to do with the community surrounding it, and more specifically Fallout content creators and or content creators who decided to dedicate themselves to Bethesda Game Studios, whether that be through the Elder Scrolls content and or Fallout content, and kind of just in general, mainly Bethesda Game Studios type channels. So the saddest part about Bethesda Game Studios content creators, or at least some of them anyway, is that I noticed a lot of them turned their back on the community once Fallout 76 was released by either not making Fallout 76 content at all and or jumping on the hate bandwagon, and or they just moved on to doing other things that weren't related to Fallout or Bethesda Game Studios at all. I understand that Fallout 76 wasn't the greatest game of all time when it was first released. However, what I don't understand is why a lot of the biggest content creators of Bethesda Game Studios content would simply abandon the Bethesda Game Studios community in its darkest time. There was a lot of misinformation about Fallout 76 going around, and none of these large content creators bothered to defend the game and or clear up any of the confusion around it. When you had the canvas bag fiasco go down, everyone was going insane, but nobody talked about how Bethesda Game Studios said that they would make it right by giving the people the canvas bags that were actually advertised when the game was, advertised. When all the drama went down about players being falsely banned, none of them bothered to talk about how most of those reports were false. When there were people saying that the game was definitely going free to play without a doubt, none of them talked about how it wasn't going to free to play. With the most recent leak of Amazon, that secret title listing from Bethesda, many people have started to say that they hope it's not Fallout 76 DLC. However, if you actually keep up with and follow 76, you'll know that Bethesda Game Studios has already stated that all DLC for Fallout 76 will be free. And these are just some prime examples of misinformation and fake news that is floating around 76. And a lot of these large content creators did nothing to clear up this confusion or defend Fallout 76 when people were spreading misinformation about it. Since they didn't bother to defend the game or clear up any confusion, this caused a lot of drama and more misinformation around Fallout 76 than there needed to be. I understand that some of them stopped creating content simply because they didn't enjoy 76. However, when you have a large audience that depends on you for all things Bethesda Game Studios, whether that be news or guides or content in general, you can't simply abandon the community at its darkest time. Even if they didn't like the game, they could have at least talked about how the game could have improved. They could have talked about and cleared up misinformation around the game. They could have put out ideas for Fallout 76, then got feedback on them. Some of them had the largest following of Bethesda Game Studios fans, and they did nothing to help Fallout 76 and or the community that they care about so much and love. Also, I understand that a few of them left because they were getting hate for promoting Fallout 76 in a positive way. One of the largest Bethesda Game Studios content creators I seen took to Twitter and asked people to stop hating on them just because they thought positively of 76. And I understand that hate can make some people quit. However, if you're a YouTuber and or you're a large YouTuber, you should know that just because you get hate doesn't mean you give up and quit. I understand that it sucks to get hate. If you guys go back and look at my channel, look at my videos from the past, and you'll see a lot of them have a good amount of dislikes. And I've gotten my fair share of hate for promoting Fallout 76 in a positive manner. But if you love and care about a community so much and you build a giant audience around it, you can't simply just give up because you get hate. And it really sucks to see this because a lot of these YouTubers were people who I looked up to, who I thought truly cared about the community. But when the times got tough, they just took off and they left, or they moved on to other gaming information and news. Maybe it was about the money for a lot of them. I noticed some of them didn't get as many views on 76 content as they did on previous content, so maybe they abandoned it so they could make more money. At the end of the day, I don't understand how a lot of these content creators just left Bethesda Game Studios community when it was in its darkest time. I think many of you fans have now seen the people who truly care about the community and those who don't. there were very few big content creators that stuck with Bethesda Game Studios and Fallout 76 through all this drama and turmoil. I think those are the ones who truly care about the community. Now, I only know of 2 that actually stuck with the community, Final Render and Juicehead. There was also one of my friends, King Fanman, who stuck with it as well, who was a small and underrated content creator in the Bethesda Game Studios community. I'm sure there were a few others. However, besides that, I really know of no one else who stuck with it. At the end of the day, those content creators that left had every right to do so. They are people just like you and me. However, when you build a large community around a certain thing, there is no reason that you should then abandon the community when things get tough. Something else that is strange that I have noticed is a lot of these content creators seem to be making more content about Fallout 76 now that the community is more positive surrounding it and it's getting updated with that new content roadmap. I see a lot of them saying that, oh, I'm really excited now and this and that, but a week ago they didn't even care, 2 weeks ago they didn't care, 3 weeks ago they didn't care, 4 weeks ago they didn't care, and that is really shady to me. I think it makes me think that they're only in it for the views and the money, rather than being in it for the community. Because if they cared and they knew it was going to get better, why didn't they talk about it? Why didn't they talk about how the game can improve? Why didn't they put out ideas and get community feedback on them? Why didn't they, do anything with Fallout 76? But now that the community is more positive and it's getting updated, they want to come back. And that's something really strange that I've noticed. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. Let me know all your questions, comments, concerns down below. I love each and every single one of you. I hope to see you guys right back here in the next one. But until then, remember to stay freaky, and bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.